Blackstone Audio presents The Great Suppression, Voting Rights, Corporate Cash, and the Conservative Assault on Democracy by Zachary Roth. This book is read by Zach Via. For Cassie. Introduction. The Great Obama Freakout. During his 2012 campaign for Congress, Ted Yoho appeared before a friendly Tea Party group at a church in northern Florida. A licensed veterinarian and conservative Republican, Yoho hit all the high notes of the modern right. He warned that the United States was approaching a European-style socialism, or worse, maybe a fascism. He fulminated against foreign aid and said the United Nations needs to go. He complained that his taxes went to support people like the young men he'd recently seen using food stamps to buy chips and Arizona iced tea. Then, as things were winding down, a man at the back spoke up to lament the state's recent trend toward absentee and early voting, which, he warned, raised the threat of fraud and stolen elections. Yoho, standing at the pulpit, a large American flag pinned to the wall behind him, agreed. But the real problem with making voting easier, he ventured, wasn't the opportunity for fraud. It was something more pernicious. Ignorant voters. I can't remember which founding father said it, Yoho mused, but he said the ability to vote, but vote uninformed, is as tragic or as dangerous as having a loaded gun and not knowing how to use it. He praised Republican Governor Rick Scott for shortening the state's early voting period from 2 weeks to 1, and added that it should be cut further. It's a privilege to vote, Yoho went on, warming to his theme. Yeah, it may be inconvenient, but it's like I told people when I was growing up, to be successful is inconvenient. If not, everybody would be successful. I've had some radical ideas about voting, and it's probably not a good time to tell you about them, Yoho added a few moments later. But you used to have to be a property owner to vote. The crowd applauded loudly. Voting was certainly inconvenient for many Floridians that year, just as Yoho had hoped. With those cuts to early voting causing longer lines at the polls, some waited as long as 7 hours to cast a ballot, and an estimated 200,000 gave up in frustration. 12 years after the Florida recount fiasco, the state was again the poster child for electoral chaos. Of course, Yoho's overwhelmingly white, middle-class supporters didn't seem to have trouble getting to the polls, and his nostalgia for a time when those without means were blocked from...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?